Hi guys, welcome back to Unfiltered with Liz. We're going to be talking about some kind of personal stuff today, I guess you could say. I watched a documentary the other day on some social media creators and some scary stuff that they have went through, and it resonated. It really did. So I thought I'd hop on here and we talk about it. So on this episode, this series that I watched, it was about how this OnlyFans creator was posting on all of her other platforms, Instagram, Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it, Facebook, and all kinds of other platforms, and she had got a fan base. Life was going good. She thought things were going great. She started getting like weird messages and stuff like that, which, sometimes we just brush it off as content creators and OnlyFans creators. We just brush it off our shoulders because we get it so much. Which is another thing we need to talk about. That should not be the normal. But, and then she ends up getting like some more intense messages, and these messages have her house in it. Like, they're following her, and they're sending her pictures of her in her car driving. Like, they're legit following her. And I can resonate with that because just last year, I dealt with the exact same thing. Like, that's why I quit posting anything about my car. I quit posting anything outside my house besides, like, up on, like, the bricks of my house. I quit posting stuff in my neighborhood. I quit posting me driving. I quit all that because of the same situation I went through. I was, like I said, doing what she did, and I posted a lot of, my daily routine stuff. No harm in it until you get creeps, until you get people who just don't know how to take no for an answer. I finally had messaged this guy back, and I was like, look, can you please leave me alone? It's not gonna happen. I'm not interested. I'm not looking for anything. I just got out of a long-term relationship it was about a year ago. But I'm still not looking. He would not take that for an answer, like, at all. I kind of brushed it off my shoulder, let it be or whatever. And then I'm outside in my backyard, and I'm on live. I'm on Instagram Live. And we're just hanging out by the hot tub. I got the little mister on me. And all of a sudden, I see this fucking guy just walk around, and like, he's like, are you Liz? And I'm like, yeah, who are you? Why are you entering my yard? Like, let me get my towel, let me cover up. Who are you? Well, it was a DoorDash guy, and this stalker had sent me a drink while I was on live, so it clicked. I was like, so this motherfucker's on my live. Freaked me out. So I got the drink, and I went over back in front of my camera, and I was like, whoever you are and you're sending me this, you're creeping me out. Stop. And I poured the drink out. I don't know if he paid that. I think like the worst, I guess you could say, because in my mind I'm like, what if he paid that DoorDash guy to put something in my, I don't know. The messages you were sending me, it just had me all freaked out in the first place. So end up pouring that drink out, let it be, or whatever. Well, the guy finally stopped for about, a week or two, and then it got intense. Like, he was coming and knocking on my door, and I have a camera surrounding my house, so I know who it was. And yeah, I did report it to the police, and that's how the whole situation ended. But I ended up having to go and get a restraining order on a fan because he would not leave me alone. So that is another reason why I do not post anything outside, anything personal, space, being, location. I do leave the house, I just don't record it. But yeah, so I just thought I would get on here and talk about that because I resonated with that girl. Like, I feel for those girls. And if there's any girls watching this and you're going through like a scary situation like that, girl, follow your gut, okay? If you keep telling this dude no and he keeps going, seek help from the police, something. Get yourself some help because they're crazy. They're fucking crazy. Especially if you tell them no. Like, the word no means no, not yes. Another subject I thought we could talk about is my second experience with a stalker, except this guy I actually dated, and I didn't know he was a stalker until I started dating him. So let's just call this guy, let's call him Steve, okay? So Steve and I were dating, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months. We talked like a year prior. I was kind of like taking things slow. This was a couple years ago. So we were taking things a little bit slower. I had explained to him all of my boundaries. He explained to me all of his boundaries. Things were going good until like the first time I ever went over to his house to stay the night. He was supposed to have like a barbecue for friends and, you know, family and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come over. I'll meet your peoples. It's been a year. We can do that. So I go over there and like there's no family there. There's no family. There's just a whole bunch of like random people. And like he's introducing me to these guys and this chick and that chick. And I finally asked him, I was like, well, who are these people? Because, like, where's your brother? Where's your sister? Where's your mom? Where's your dad? Like, I thought you wanted me to meet, you know, people. And he's like, oh, well, these are the people, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, so where's your family then? And he's like, oh, they're in Texas. Okay, so that was a red flag for me because, one, when we first started dating, you said they lived here in this area. So I kind of like brushed that off my shoulder. I was like, maybe he just got things mixed up. I don't know. So I brushed it off my shoulder, went about the night. We played some darts. We hung out. It was a good night. And then everybody started to leave. And then this one guy came up and he was like, yo, Steve, can we go check on this, and this? And like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, maybe I should come along just to see what's going on because I don't know any of these people you're leaving me here with. There's like 4 dudes and like no girls. So I'm going to follow you, right? Well, he turns around. We're halfway there. We're going like down these steps or whatever. And he's like, okay, Liz, you could just wait here. What? You want me to wait here? We're midway down the steps. You're going to tell me to wait here. I don't think so. Not happening. Nope. And I'm not going back upstairs with all those dudes that I don't know. So that turns into kind of an argument. So then I was like, you know what? Screw it. I just went outside on the porch, just hung out and waited for him to come back upstairs. Come back upstairs and he's like, got these bags and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, apparently he was not the person I thought he was. He was actually a whole different type of person. He didn't even have the job he said he had. So I immediately was just like, so that's what you're doing? And he was like, well, you gotta understand. Nope. Don't explain shit to me. Don't want to hear it. Don't want nothing to do with it. No wonder you're so shady. No wonder. Like, it all makes sense now. So I ended up leaving and telling him, like, don't contact me. It's over, right? He did not take that the right way. He took it completely, like, I guess the words, don't contact me, in his mind means blow me up, stalk me, follow me around, because that's what he did. He did. He did it so much to the fact that he had my family scared. So I had, excuse me, I had to go and get a restraining order on him. Well, after I got the restraining order, I started to get these freak-ass fucking messages from random numbers, okay? Like, I haven't had no contact with Steve in a month, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I don't know. It was starting to chill out, and I was like, me and my family were starting to go about on normal days. Just when my phone's getting blown up from these numbers that are like, I've never even seen these area codes before. And I'm like, is this Liz? Is this Liz? Is this Liz? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Like, I'm replying to all these people. I'm like, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And they're all like, this is Liz, right? And I was like, who is this? Who is this? And they One guy finally gave up, and he sent me a listing someone had posted. And they had posted a listing on a, I don't even know what the word for it is. Hookup site? Or something like that. I don't know. So I took that to authorities because I was, one, getting harassed. Two, I need to find out who was behind that because they had my information on there. Like, this was a couple years ago, guys. So I have definitely moved, and yeah, thank God. But this also adds up to another reason why I don't date. It's because every time I try to date, it turns out crazy. So, haven't dated in 3 years. Thank God. So, yeah, I found this posting on there, and like I took it to authorities, and the authorities were like, we can only do so much. So I hired someone to trace the IP address on that listing. I got the address to the IP address, and guess who it was? So I took that back to the police, and I showed the police my restraining order, my IP address search, the address, and then who lives at that address. So immediately got shut down. Like, just take no for an answer. Like, I just don't understand why you gotta go like dramatic and crazy. You could have just left me alone, but now you're sitting in jail. I wonder how many other girls you did that to. I wonder if you heard it. Like, ooh, I don't know. But this is another reason why I wanted to get on here and share my story, to let other people know that this shit is really happening in the world we live in. Like, no matter if you're a content creator, a TikToker, a YouTuber, just a real making person, or an actual OnlyFans model, whatever you're doing, just be extra cautious and be extra safe, because people are insane. And on another note, another thing I wanted to talk about is I want people to understand that being a content creator full-time and an OF model full-time is not easy. It's not. It takes 24/7 work. I am working 24/7 on top of running a business. My business doesn't even get as much attention as my content creation does. My OnlyFans takes me so long. My videos on every platform take me so long. Right now, creating this video is going to take me 30 to 40 minutes to create the video, and then about 20 minutes to edit the video. Then I have to clip it out, put captions on. Like, that part is, I consider that the easy part. But what people don't understand is that I wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. every day. I get myself ready. I take my shower. I do my hair. I help my granny get ready. I help her get her stuff together, her plan her day. Then after that, I come home. I make myself breakfast. I make granny breakfast. Then I clean up after breakfast. And then I finally go and get to fix my hair after taking my shower and letting it dry. Fix my hair, which is a whole nother process. I have to completely have it drenched wet. I have to put my mousse, my gel, my conditioner, my heat protectant, all kinds of stuff in it. And then after that, while my hair is re-drying, because I don't want to use the heat product like the hair air dryer like a lot because it burns your hair. So I air dry a lot. It's still air drying right now. But after I do that, I have to while it's drying, I try to do my makeup. But I can't do my makeup so well when my hair's wet because it's weighed down. And if I touch it or move it, it's going to mess it up. So I have to pretty much wait till my hair is dry before I can move it around. And then after I get done with my makeup, then it's time to take Granny to her appointments. So then I take Granny to her appointments, and I come back while she's at her appointments, and then I try to get on here, and I try to make videos. I try to do TikToks, changing outfits multiple times. Then I have to go back and pick up Granny. Then I'm back here. Then I have to make dinner for Granny. Then I have to make dinner for me and Granny, and then I usually like prep for the next day while I'm cooking. So I'll have like, okay, we're gonna be cooking, I don't know, meatloaf tonight, so we're gonna have pasta the next night. So I'll lay out like the hamburger meat or the chicken while I'm cooking the meal for that night. And then after I get done with that, then I'll clean up my mess, put some laundry in, come back into my office, which is what we're in now, and I will sit back down and I will check my business stats, my ads, my stuff like that. Then I'll sit on my computer and I'll go over like the market and I'll go over stuff like that. And then I'll finally get back on OF and I'll answer all my hundreds and hundreds of messages that takes me about 3 hours to do. Because every time I get on there, I have about 200 plus messages to answer. And I'm a firm believer in answering every single message. If you are subscribed to me, I'm going to talk to you. Like, I'm going to answer your message. It's going to happen. So I sit down and I take the time to sit down and answer every single message out of all 22,000 people. So it takes a long time to answer every single message. And I do not have someone who answers my messages for me, who runs my OnlyFans, who runs I don't have a manager. I am the manager. I am my boss. I take care of it all. It is all handled by me. So, and then on top of that, after I get done with my messages, then I take requests. And then I write down all my requests and I schedule them out. And I can't have too many requests in one day because I also have a life to live too. I have doctor's appointments for Granny. I have lash appointments. I have facials. I have like my own life to live, which I barely get to do at all because I'm working 24/7. I am pushing content 24/7. I am taking videos. I'm going to photo shoots. I'm changing outfits. I'm going shopping for new outfits. I'm signing fucking PR packages. It's insane. Like, I am constantly working, and if I'm not working on all this stuff, I'm making candles by hand. So, like, I just want you guys to understand that I didn't get to where I am just by posting. I got to where I am because it took a lot of dedication and a lot of hard work and a lot of tears. Because trust me, I want to give up sometimes. Trust me, I get to the point where there are so many rude comments that I just have to like block it out. But once you get into the process and you start learning everything, it gets easier. You get into a routine, like I was telling you today, my routine. I wake up, do this, and then I come in here and do this, and I take Granny. Like, it's an everyday routine. Like, I am on a schedule. Like, after Granny gets done with her stuff, I come back here and I'll start my work. When I have to stop my work to take her back to her stuff or go pick her up. And then I got to do grocery shopping because I got to eat, so I have to go grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like, I have a life I have to try to like maneuver in with my job, because being a social media influencer and a content creator and an OnlyFans model and a business owner, it collides, and it's hard to have your own life while all of that's colliding together because you don't have time. You're so focused on I have to make my paycheck, so I have to push this content. I have to make 25 videos in one day to schedule out. I have to make 6-7 custom videos in 1 week. So that's one day I have to do 2 custom videos, and then the rest of the week I have at least to make 1 custom video. So that gives me no time to make a video to send to everybody. So like I have to like squeeze stuff in there. So I just want you guys to know that it's not easy. It's not. It takes a lot of time. A lot. And it's hard and it's stressful. But it is well worth it. I give it that. I love being an OnlyFans model. Love it so much. I didn't know I could do that. New talent. But yeah, I just want you guys to understand a little bit more of where I come from and what I go through on a daily basis. I try, and people are always like, just pick an argument with a celebrity, or say something rude, or just do something crazy like that to become viral. Then it's all just gonna flow into your pockets. Okay, first of all, we grown. We don't pick fights. I'm grown. What do I look like fighting on the internet? I will become famous my own way, with my own nature. I don't have to argue with people to become famous. That's just not me. I mean, no, not me. But I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching Unfiltered with Liz. Send me some questions. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe.